Hey there, I need your help. I need you to help make the next Get Off My Lawn podcast a success. Here's what I'm talking about. We're going to have another edition of the Grumpy Old Men and Women chat on this coming Get Off My Lawn podcast. That will be Tuesday night. I believe it is February 4th. And so when I first had envisioned having these Grumpy Old Men and Women chats, the original idea that I had goes back to a Facebook post I had seen. I think it was a county fair somewhere. I don't even remember which state. But there was a tent full of old guys, and it said free advice. You could go in there, tell the old fellas your problem, and they would give you the kind of advice that only grumpy old crusty fellas can do, right? And so that's what we're looking for, is I want you to submit either some problems maybe that you're facing, maybe somebody that you know is facing, maybe a question that you've always wanted to ask and never had anybody to ask, something that, that maybe somebody who's a little more seasoned, a little more experienced at life would maybe know the answers to. Here's what I want you to do. If you are watching this on Facebook, then you can submit those questions directly in a message here on the Sandhills Shooter Facebook page. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can email them to us as well. The email address is sandhillsshooter@gmail.com. Make sure that you get both S's in the center there, sandhillsshooter@gmail.com, or else we won't get it. Just put grumpy old man or grumpy old men or grumpy old men and women, whatever you want to put there, in the subject line on the email. Lead off, if it's a private message on Facebook, with grumpy old men, so that we know that that's what the message is about. And then my goal is to have so many of these that we can't get through them all in 1 week. My second goal is that it doesn't matter how long ago I made this video. If you're watching this, then hopefully we're still going with these chats. And you can still submit questions, ask for advice, things like that. Think of it as something that you would maybe write into Ann Landers or Dear Abby or any of those advice columns. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of questions we're going to get. I'm even more curious to see what kind of answers we're going to get. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll take it maybe a little bit lighthearted and tongue-in-cheek, but at the same time, if it's a serious question, we can come up with some serious answers too. But we're going to have the kind of stuff that, like I said, only the older generation can answer. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but it won't work without you. So get those questions or those situations submitted to us so that we can have those ready to go by Tuesday evening. We will print those out. We'll put them all in a hat, and then we will just draw. We won't know what's coming out until after we draw. Nobody's going to be able to pre-rehearse any of the answers. We'll just put people on the spot. Should be a lot of fun. If this is something that you would like to be on the panel, then reach out to us as well, and we will see who all we can fit on the panel. Hopefully we'll be able to get quite a few people. My only request is you can't be a grumpy old man or a grumpy old woman if you haven't had at least 40 birthdays. So I can't go any lower than that because that's all I've had, and I'm going to be on the panel. So if you are in the 40 and older club, which is still, I believe, over the hill, then you're qualified to give advice at this point in your life. So you're welcome to join us. So reach out to us one more time, sandhillsshooter@gmail.com, or just direct message right here on Facebook. Either way works for us. Hopefully we'll get a ton of these. I really want this to be a fun night, and hopefully you will join us Tuesday night, February 4th, and hopefully we'll be able to do this every first Tuesday of the month moving forward. So it should be a good time. Like I said, it's only going to work if you help me out. That's why I need you. Without you, this podcast doesn't work. We love you. God bless. Thanks for watching.